You've probably asked yourself this question. What if the person you want to become in 2025 isn't someone you hope to be, but someone you start acting like today? Most people find themselves trapped in a repetitive cycle. They convince themselves that they must achieve certain milestones before they can truly embody the person they aspire to be. For example, they think, once I lose that weight, then I'll finally feel healthy and confident. But this backward mindset keeps you perpetually chasing shadows, always reaching for something just out of grasp, never fully arriving at the transformation you seek. We waste endless hours mindlessly scrolling through social media, complaining about our circumstances, or passively waiting for that elusive one day when everything will magically fall into place. In reality, that day rarely comes on its own. Statistics show that a staggering 99% of individuals never learn the art of turning their deepest personal wounds into powerful tools for achievement, leaving vast reservoirs of untapped potential dormant within them. But here's the fundamental truth that can shift everything. Your future isn't something constructed in some distant tomorrow. It's being forged right now, in this very moment, through every small choice you make, minute by minute. The single most reliable predictor of a person's long-term success isn't their intelligence, resources, or even luck. It's the way they habitually talk about themselves and the possibilities that lie ahead. This video isn't focused on pursuing fleeting, external rewards like fame or fortune. Instead, it's about awakening that deep, intrinsic motivation that bubbles up from your unconscious mind, driving you forward with genuine purpose. In the content that follows, I'm going to outline 10 powerful habits that have the capacity to fundamentally alter the way you perceive and experience your own reality. These aren't mere abstract theories pulled from books or motivational speeches. They are time-tested principles grounded in psychology, neuroscience, and real-world application. When you apply them consistently, they will rewire your brain's neural pathways, creating new patterns of thought and behavior that propel you toward an unstoppable trajectory in life. If you're exhausted from constantly starting over, from endlessly waiting for external change to happen, and if you're truly ready to construct something authentic and lasting, then I invite you to stay engaged with me throughout this journey. This is your comprehensive blueprint for thriving in 2025 and beyond. Our first and most transformative habit for reshaping your life in 2025 is to adopt the identity of your future self starting right now, without delay. Many people operate under the misconception that actions alone shape identity, but the reverse is equally true. Your sense of identity powerfully influences the actions you take. This shift in perspective can change your entire approach to personal growth overnight. You don't sit around waiting to feel like the person you want to become. You make a deliberate decision to embody that person in the present moment. Consider the example of someone aspiring to run a marathon. They might convince themselves they are a dedicated runner long before they've logged even a single mile. Each morning, they lace up their shoes and affirm aloud, "I am a runner." This identity adoption fuels the daily habits that eventually lead to crossing that finish line. This is precisely why so many struggle with maintaining consistency in their efforts. They attempt to alter their behaviors without first transforming their core beliefs about who they are. The language you use plays a critical role here. Your self-talk is the script your mind follows. Every declaration you make about yourself begins to align your actions with that proclaimed belief. Rather than saying, "I'm trying to get fit," which implies uncertainty and potential failure, reframe it to, "I am someone who prioritizes my health." Instead of, "I'm trying to wake up early," assert, "I am the type of person who begins each day with clear intention." These subtle linguistic adjustments create profound shifts in your overall mindset. Your brain absorbs and acts on your words more than those of anyone else. This practice isn't about faking it or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about consciously aligning your daily choices with the version of yourself you're intentionally choosing to evolve into. You don't achieve success and then suddenly feel worthy of it. You first decide that you are inherently worthy, and that foundational belief energizes the actions that manifest success in your reality. The beauty of this mindset is its immediacy. You can implement it right away. You don't need external validation or proof from the world to start seeing yourself differently. The change begins internally, with how you view and treat yourself. From this point forward, begin behaving as that future self would. Long before any accolades arrive, before tangible evidence appears, and certainly before the desired outcomes materialize, you start nourishing your body as if you already deeply love and respect it. You approach your work with the pride and excellence of someone who values mastery. You communicate with the clarity and authenticity of a person who honors truth above all. You present yourself in every situation as if you already know you belong there. As you persist in this, others will naturally begin to respond to you differently, mirroring back the confident identity you're projecting rather than reacting to your past insecurities. This approach revolutionizes lives because it closes the artificial gap between your current reality and your aspirations. It replaces passive waiting with active becoming, and that shift alone holds immense power to propel you forward. To put this into practice, try this action step. Write a detailed letter to your future self, but compose it from the perspective of the person you've already become. Describe your achievements, your mindset, your daily life as if they're current realities. Then, make it a ritual to read this letter every single morning, allowing its words to reinforce your new identity. Our second habit is essential for building momentum. Take full control of your mornings to set yourself up for victory throughout the entire day. That initial hour after waking isn't just random time. It's the cornerstone that determines the quality and direction of everything that comes after. When you dominate your morning, you position yourself to conquer the day ahead. Conversely, if you squander it, the rest of your hours often spiral into similar patterns of inefficiency and regret. Far too many people kick off their days in a state of chaos, grabbing their phone immediately, reacting to a barrage of notifications, or sluggishly pulling themselves from bed without any structured plan. This reactive start puts you at a disadvantage before you've even begun, training your mind to operate from a place of urgency rather than intention. Your brain forms habits through repeated experiences. If you consistently wake up in stress mode, it reinforces neural connections associated with anxiety and overwhelm. But if you habitually start with gratitude and purpose, it strengthens pathways for positivity and focus. To own that first hour, eliminate all unnecessary distractions. No aimless scrolling, no jumping into emails or social media. Instead, fill it with activities that elevate you physically, mentally, or spiritually. This might include reviewing your key goals for the day and identifying what truly matters most. Remember, this habit isn't about enforcing an extreme routine like rising at 4 a.m. or striving for unattainable perfection. It's simply about recognizing that your time is precious and deserving of wise use. Discipline isn't the absence of laziness. It's the commitment to purposeful action even when motivation wanes. By making this morning declaration daily, you not only secure the day, but also earn the trust of your future self, proving you're reliable in pursuing long-term growth. For your action step, commit to a consistent wake-up time every day, including weekends, to regulate your body's rhythm. Then, devote the first 15 to 30 minutes to deliberate practices, such as reading an inspiring passage, engaging in light exercise, or outlining your top 3 priorities for the day. Our third habit centers on cultivating unbreakable concentration. Master your focus by systematically eliminating all forms of distraction. Your attention is the bedrock of your existence. What you direct it toward shapes your thoughts, decisions, and ultimately your life trajectory. Yet, the majority allow external forces to hijack it, fragment it, and deplete it without resistance. Each time you indulge in mindless scrolling, task switching, or procrastination, you're conditioning your mind to prioritize instant gratification over meaningful progress. This isn't inherent laziness. It's learned behavior reinforced by our digital environment. To counteract this, you must create mental space for deep thinking and recovery. That's the essence of a true detox. Train yourself to maintain laser-like focus on a single task at a time. Refuse to let your attention wander aimlessly. Protect your time as if it's your most guarded asset. Learn to sit with the initial discomfort of sustained effort, pushing beyond what feels comfortable. Practice saying no to non-essential demands that don't align with your priorities. Begin modestly. Designate one uninterrupted hour each day for focused work, free from any interruptions. In that hour, a single session of deep engagement can yield more advancement than several hours of fragmented, distracted labor. Your sole responsibility during this time is to remain fully present in the moment. The external world has no stake in your focused productivity. In fact, many systems profit from keeping you scattered and consumed. But your personal future expands only when you intentionally channel your attention toward activities that drive genuine forward movement. This is the mental framework of top performers. They don't permit circumstances to dictate their time usage. They proactively design their surroundings to facilitate their objectives. If your smartphone constantly pulls you away, relocate it to another room. If your workspace breeds chaos, organize it methodically. Integrate focus into your core identity, making it non-negotiable. As your action step, institute a daily dopamine detox. Select a specific hour for immersion in deep work, completely devoid of digital interruptions. Disable all notifications, place your device out of reach, and dedicate yourself wholly to one meaningful task. Our fourth habit serves as the driving force behind lasting change. Embrace consistent daily action, prioritizing it over the myth of flawless execution. Grand achievements rarely stem from sweeping overhauls. They emerge from incremental, everyday improvements compounded over time. Consistency always outperforms sporadic intensity in the long run. Too many individuals hold out for a dramatic breakthrough or perfect conditions, but authentic progress accumulates through modest daily victories. Even a 1% improvement might seem insignificant in isolation, but when applied daily, it transforms into exponential growth that reshapes your entire life. Imagine waking up on time, tackling that postponed task, moving your body intentionally, setting aside a small amount of savings, or confronting one lingering fear. These are the 1% choices that accumulate into profound shifts. This philosophy isn't about pursuing unattainable perfection. It's about reliably showing up and taking right action, no matter how small, even in discomfort, even when unobserved. Discipline transcends fleeting emotions. It's purposeful behavior sustained regardless of how you feel at the moment. The road to excellence is often monotonous, routine-driven, and devoid of glamour. Yet, it's in this very boredom where real work unfolds, where self-assurance solidifies. Commit to one manageable, repeatable action each morning, designing it to be so straightforward that you can uphold it even on your toughest days. This fosters internal evidence of your commitment, signaling to your mind that you're invested in the process. You evolve into a person of reliability, whose strength doesn't rely on external motivation, but on ingrained character. For the action step, select one compact habit to cultivate, such as reading 10 pages of a book, walking for 15 minutes, or dedicating 20 minutes to a personal goal. Pledge to perform it daily without fail for the next 30 days, and maintain a simple tracking system to monitor your streak. Our fifth habit revolves around nourishing your intellect. Make a daily commitment to educating yourself. Your future capabilities are directly tied to the knowledge and skills you acquire in the present. True growth isn't achieved by merely increasing activity, it's fueled by expanding your understanding. In today's world, genuine education extends far beyond formal classrooms. It's a continuous, lifelong pursuit available in countless forms. The input you provide to your mind dictates your thought patterns, decision-making processes, and behavioral responses. To achieve that 1% daily enhancement, supply your brain with high-quality intellectual nourishment that promotes expansion. We live in an era of paradox. Unlimited access to information coexists with rampant distractions and intellectual complacency. To counter this, allocate at least 10 to 15 minutes each morning for purposeful learning. Swap out passive entertainment for content that stretches your cognitive boundaries or imparts practical skills. Options abound. Dive into a thought-provoking book. Absorb an educational podcast during your commute rather than casual listening, or engage in deep conversations that challenge your views. The key mindset is to seek one valuable insight per day, a single idea that reframes your perspective or equips you with a new tool. Over 365 days, this accumulates to hundreds of transformative concepts. Just 10 minutes daily equates to over 60 hours annually of dedicated learning, exposing you to strategies and viewpoints that elude those who claim busyness as an excuse. Knowledge has a compounding effect. Each new piece integrates with existing information, generating fresh insights and opportunities. Establish learning as an unbreakable element of your routine. This isn't about marathon study sessions. It's cultivating an insatiable curiosity for self-improvement, problem-solving, and breaking through stagnation. Moreover, Education serves as an antidote to fear. When uncertainty arises, it's often a cue to acquire the knowledge that illuminates the path ahead. As your action step, vow to uncover one practical takeaway daily. Choose a resource like a book, podcast, or online course that aligns with your aspirations. Invest those morning minutes in active engagement. Then reflect on its personal application to solidify the learning. Our sixth habit targets the power of communication. Master your inner dialogue and the language you employ, both in your thoughts and outward expressions. Your words aren't mere utterances. They function as directives to your subconscious, forging neural pathways that either constrain or amplify your capabilities. The narratives you tell yourself mold your emotions, perceptions, and actions. Commonly, people undermine their ambitions with doubtful phrasing. I hope one day, or I'll try my best. In contrast, those who achieve speak with conviction. I will accomplish this, or I am mastering this skill. These linguistic refinements generate substantial mindset evolutions. Your mind heeds your voice above all others. Initiate each day by infusing your life with affirmative statements. Upon waking, place your hands over your heart and declare firmly, I am the deliberate architect of my reality. Every cell in my body aligns with my greatest potential. I select thoughts that foster my development. I choose feelings that boost my vitality. I opt for actions that respect my vision. Today, I embody the evolving version of myself, not the outdated one. This serves as more than affirmation. It's a recalibration of your nervous system. Embrace honesty as a life principle. Daily truthfulness liberates you from the weight of deception. Speak with precision. Clarity arises from directness, not verbosity. Concise, resolute responses minimize opportunities for misinterpretation. Monitor and correct weakening phrases like, I can't, or this is impossible. Transform them to, I will solve this, or I improve with each attempt. Avoid, I'm trying. Affirm, I'm committing to the necessary steps. Dismiss, I'll see how I feel. State, I'll proceed, irrespective of mood. For the action step, develop a morning self-talk ritual using declarative, empowering language to set intentions. Throughout the day, employ identity interruption. Instantly reframe any self-limiting thoughts into strengthening alternatives. Our seventh habit is crucial for longevity. Safeguard your energy via purposeful stillness and firm boundaries. People often mistake time scarcity for the real issue, but it's energy depletion that truly hinders progress. Energy is your primary asset, fully within your command. Contemporary life assaults your attention with ceaseless stimuli, conditioning your brain for perpetual input. This leads to mental fatigue. Counter it with deliberate pauses for reflection and recharge. Stillness is the remedy. Resist immediate reactions, granting your mind room to expand. As Carl Jung observed, authentic self-discovery demands quietude. You won't find your essence amid noise. True power is subtle and consistent, not boisterous. Extend this by establishing boundaries. Decline energy-sapping obligations without apology. Each yes commits your resources. Ensure it yields value in health, wisdom, connections, or mission. Elite individuals master no as a tool for preservation. Curate your mental input selectively, favoring content that enhances cognition over time wasters. State your views confidently, releasing attachment to others' responses. Their reactions are theirs to own. Your surroundings profoundly affect conduct. Evaluate people, media, spaces, and routines for alignment with your growth. Make adjustments to support your evolution. As an action step, pinpoint one draining element to eliminate this week. Incorporate a brief daily stillness ritual, 3 to 5 minutes of breathing or contemplation before digital engagement. Our 8th habit addresses hesitation. Take action prior to feeling prepared. Many delay for ideal timing, inspiration, or flawless setup, but readiness emerges through movement, not beforehand. Proceed amid nerves, physical tension, or doubt. Action dissolves fear. This embodies courageous psychology. Confidence follows deeds, not precedes them. Overcome doubt via lived experience, not mental rehearsal. You've analyzed enough. Now, execute. Send that email, begin the project, hit the gym, draft the initial words. No need for ideal conditions, just advance one step. Even minimal effort counts if it overrides excuses. When fatigue whispers, recall progress thrives on perseverance. When timing feels off, affirm now is always optimal. Seize control by advancing despite obstacles. For the action step, target a delayed task. Initiate it now for at least 5 minutes, building momentum without awaiting readiness. Our 9th habit reframes perspective. Value the process above mere results. Enduring fulfillment resides in presence, contribution, and communal growth, not entitlements, but worthy pursuits. Like love or expertise, it thrives in routine dedication. In endeavors, trust builds gradually through consistent integrity. Even sane's quick gains. Sustainable success honors compounding process. Devotion cultivates resilience, patience, humility, and tenacity. Qualities transforming existence beyond transient wins. Talent abounds, but commitment to process unlocks it. Many quit prematurely. Focusing on journey alters growth dynamics. Setbacks become teachings. Days turn to practice fields. Patience yields magic. Results arrive organically. Excellence's root is routine heavy, lacking spectacle. Embrace the mundane. It's essential. The unseen reps, forging mastery. When doubt arises about persistence, affirm, this instant is the essence, birthing greatness through repetition. Our 10th habit closes the loop. Conduct honest daily reviews to extract lessons. Without measurement, you're navigating blindly, forfeiting outcome control. Experiences teach, but without reflection, insights fade. Curiosity, not criticism, drives learning. Evening rituals structure evolution, demanding self-honesty. Move beyond vague assessments to concrete evidence. Create a nightly practice. In a journal, answer, what succeeded today? Where did I falter or misuse time? How will I adjust tomorrow? Be precise. Identify patterns like morning distractions impacting focus. Reflection illuminates changes. It fosters humility, turning errors into corrections. Self-awareness empowers, optimizing for strengths. This builds accountability. Anticipating review motivates alignment with intentions. Measure effort daily to revolutionize progress. As the action step, adopt 5 to 10-minute evening journaling for 30 days, using the questions to hone habits. We've explored 10 potent habits capable of revolutionizing your 2025 existence. This transcends behavioral tweaks. It's identity evolution. To summarize succinctly, first, embody your future identity now, bridging aspiration and reality. Second, command mornings for daily triumph. Third, protect focus, banishing distractions for profound productivity. Fourth, favor steady actions over erratic efforts. Fifth, learn daily to expand horizons. Sixth, harness language for subconscious empowerment. Seventh, conserve energy with boundaries and quietude. Eighth, initiate despite unreadiness, cultivating courage. Ninth, revere the journey's lessons. 10th, Reflect nightly for iterative refinement. Transformation is perpetual choice, growth over inertia, wholeness over fracture. Your future gauges progress, not excuses. You're not deficient. You're unfolding, not delayed. Precisely timed, not crumbling, expanding. This is orchestrated evolution, no miracle required, just consistent motion from dawn. Misunderstanding is inevitable. Truth challenges status quo. You're not converting others. You're exemplifying alternatives. Change manifests in actions, not feelings. Begin with momentary choices. Now, select one resonating habit. Implement tomorrow incrementally, patiently. If this struck a chord, subscribe for more empowering content. Like to amplify reach. Share with those needing guidance. Comment. Which habit starts tomorrow for you? Your integration path commences. Stay vibrant, driven. Recall, authenticity is your legacy. Daring to be fully you. Welcome to intrinsic motivation, power, self.